My name is Jocelyne Akamariza. I am a manufacturing engineer and a project engineer at ILT, Integrated Liner Technology, which is located here in Rensselaer. In college, I studied biomedical engineering because I was interested in healthcare and I wanted to solve problems in healthcare. When I went to college, I wasn't sure which engineering would fit what I was looking for. Biomedical engineering sounded like the thing that would do that because in biomedical engineering, you learn something about biology and you learn about something about machines, and then as you do project in classes you can learn how to connect those things to solve a problem. So I thought that was interesting, and as I was taking classes I was learning different things, and as I was working on projects I was seeing how I can apply my skills, and I continued that route. So I finished college after 4 years of college at Union College, which is located in Schenectady. I was looking for a job, and after you complete your engineering degree, there are so many routes you can go. You can go to work or you can continue studying. What I do as a manufacturing engineer, the first thing is, did I provide tools or I make tools to make this scepter? And the second thing I do is to test, make sure that the scepter that the customer wants has the right dimensions, and also to make sure that it's analytically clean. So some of the tools that I use to do that is called a chromatography machine. And what the machine does is it separates the components in your product, and you can see what's in your product after you separated it. So my day in the morning, what's routine is testing. What's not routine is a challenge. If a machine breaks, if a customer wants something that we've never made before, those are kind of things that you don't expect that come in. But daily, I test parts. I make sure that the machines are working and that the products that I make are clean to the standards that they are wanted for. English was my second language, so in class, it was hard for me to ask a question to a professor because I was mostly shy and intimidated that they won't understand my question and the class is gonna go for so long as my professor is asking me to repeat the question. And so I didn't want to attract that kind of attention. But in the end, I noticed that I really needed help. If I didn't ask that question or the problem that I had in class, and I kept doing the assignment wrong, I wasn't going to pass my classes. I was not going to succeed. So every time I didn't understand something in class, I waited and then I went to office hours. Professors in college are, in my opinion, in my experience, some of the friendliest people here in the United States. So if you're in high school, go to your counselor, go to your guidance, and ask them for resources. STEM, for instance, is a good program. It's around Albany. It's for high school students. The application is free. You can apply, and it's a summer program. It's around usually 6 weeks, and you get paired with college students, and they expose you to different projects, science projects, and you can be exposed. Exposure is a big thing. If you've never been exposed to something, you won't know the thing. So the first time you see the thing, it's gonna be hard for you. It's either science or a science project. It's gonna be hard for you. But the more you're exposed to it, the more you might like it or not like it. But be exposed to it the first time, see how it goes. The second time, see how it goes. The third time, the fourth time, you might end up liking it on the fifth time. So just ask for help and be willing to be exposed to different experiences. What are the required skills for an engineer? I think the first one to be successful as an engineer are your technical skills, your science, your math, your chemistry, depending on which engineering you're doing, your biology. Those are going to be necessary because you need to understand how, for instance, if you're a biomedical engineer, you need to understand how the body works. At least those are the basics. And if you want to become a successful engineer, you really need to have an open mind because as an engineer, you're going to have different challenges and they cannot be solved by just one skill. You have to be multi-skilled. So as an engineer, you need to be able to listen to other people and listen to people who either have engineering skills or not, so that you can actually make a useful device or a useful product. So to become a good engineer, you have to have good listening and communication skills. If you know another language, it's going to be good for you because you can communicate with different people. But science is also universal. So 1 plus 1 is always going to be 2 in whatever language you have. So that cannot hinder you from pursuing a career in engineering if English is not your first language. So don't be shy, don't be afraid to pursue a career in science or engineering just because you don't speak English. Because science anywhere is going to be the same. It's going to take you a while to read more or to understand things, but at some point you're going to get used to it and have more be more at ease with the language.